Hi, I want to show you a feature inside of Kit that many people don't know exist, but it also solves a lot of problems that people have using Kit. So often people use Kit, they'll use assets from all kinds of places, from libraries or other folders, local folders, and often they'll move projects from one folder to another, or move it from server to server, and it's just constant red materials, files not being found, and because a lot of assets are externally referenced, and you need to be able to manage that. Normally, you want to manage that as you're working on the project, but in case you didn't, there is a collect tool that allows you to collect all these different assets together. So I'm going to do an example here. I'm going to go to my local drive here, and I'm going to grab a bunch of assets from my local drive. So I'll go in here and I'll grab like a plane. Uh, let's see here, and I'll put that at 000. Zoom in there a bit, and I'll even scale it up a tiny bit there. And then I'll put a torus in here also from my local drive, scale it up a bit, and I'll create a light source. But now what I'll do is I'll grab some materials from the library. So I'll go to library and I'll get some materials from my iRay collection. Like I'll grab some copper, put that on my torus, and I'll grab like a walnut, put that on the ground. Now I'm grabbing stuff from just all over randomly, from libraries and OV content to local stuff on my hard drive. So if I give this to someone else, this scene, it just won't work because it's not going to find stuff that's on my local hard drive, and or your collections or library just might not be the same as mine on your server. So I'm going to save this the stage in my test folder here. I'll call it test stage. And once you have a USD file saved on disk, you can actually look at that folder. And if you right-click on that file where you save the stage, you'll get a new option that says Collect Asset. And this allows you to one, collect all of your assets into what path. So I'm going to put it in the same folder. I can tell if I want to collect materials or not. So if I do collect, what will happen is it will create a new folder that's called Collected, and it'll have that main USD stage and all the different references it grabs: library, materials, my iRay files that I grabbed, and even the resources that those materials used. And also from my G drive, which was my local drive, I grabbed the USD files that I placed in the scene. So now if I open the stage, it will have everything that was referenced internally, no matter what server or folder I move it to. Now just make sure every time you do a collect, especially if you're going to put it in the same folder, just back up your scene before you do that, in case something goes wrong, but usually it's been working.